My name is Taylor Kulich. Standing next to me is my oldest son, Robert. I am the oldest daughter of my mother, Jane Kulich, and it is on her behalf that I will be making a statement today, as she's unable to speak for herself. November 21st, 2021, the day my life was forever changed. The day my mom was murdered. It's still hard to believe that my mom was killed while marching in a Christmas parade. I will never forget that day. When I received the phone call stating that my mom had been hit, I rushed to the hospital to find her. Within minutes of arriving at Waukesha Memorial, people of all ages flooded into the ER. Many injured, many searching for their family members, just like we were. It was complete chaos. After 3 hours spent searching and waiting, finally, a nurse came and asked us to sit down. My heart sank. I listened as they told us how my mom was unconscious when she was loaded into the ambulance, that they tried to save her, but the damage was too severe for her to fight. She was dead upon arrival. She didn't even make it to the hospital. It hit me like a ton of bricks. My mom was just murdered. She was dead. I did not sleep at all that night. All I did was cry. I sobbed for the loss of my mother. I bawled for the pain of my children losing their grandmother. And I wept for the rest of my family as we had all just lost an absolute gem. Next picture, please. I still cry, even as we approach 1 year without her. This year of all the firsts without my mom has been difficult, to say the least. Every holiday, birthday, and monumental life moment, each of those moments another reminder that she's not here. She was known for giving cards on every occasion, and she showed up to everything she was invited to. She was always present because she genuinely cared. You could tell by the way her smile lit up the room or how contagious her laughter was. Her presence alone was just a sense of comfort, a feeling of home. She was supportive, encouraging, and just so laid back that you couldn't help but get along with her. These are just some of the reasons we all love and miss her so much. Next picture, please. Her name was Jane Kulich. Her sister called her Pain, so she was Auntie Pain to my cousins, and known only as Grandma to my kids. But for me, her name was Mom. Mom and I were super tight. I could talk to her about anything in the world. We used to text each other almost every day, talk on the phone almost at least once a week, and go out to lunch, just her and I, every other week. Every day, I'm missing those text messages. I miss hearing her voice on the phone and receiving her adorable voicemails, or seeing her face light up when I unexpectedly pop up at the house. To simply say I miss my mom is a dramatic understatement of my true feelings. I'm devastated, a bit lost, and I can't fully describe how it feels other than a piece of me is missing. My smile is not so bright. I don't laugh the same anymore, because I'm just not the same. I have never experienced such a painful level of sadness for so many consecutive days. I have never felt this level of heartache for myself or for my kids. Even though we talk about it, I can only imagine how my kids have felt this past year. Not only are they coping with the loss of their own grandmother, but also they've had to watch me, their mom, grieve my mom. My oldest son is dreading his upcoming birthday, just like we all did this year, as it's his first in 15 years without her. My mom always said they had a special bond, and they really did. She had a unique bond with each of her grandkids, as she did with each of us. My other son, Darius, was worried that he would forget his grandma's voice. And my daughter, Kylie, is finally able to talk about her grandma without tearing up. Each of my kids had a super close relationship with their grandma, and they're all missing her deeply. We were all so close. From family game nights, barbecues, Sunday drives, to family vacations and beyond, we really did a lot together. We've tried to continue all these things without her, but they're different now. As the kids say, it's just not right without Grandma. Some things will never be the same without her. Everywhere we go, there seems to be exactly one empty chair that she should be seated in. A perfect amount of empty space in a family photo where she should be standing. Or a little moment of silence where she should be laughing or adding to the conversation. Empty space. That's what it feels like. Empty, broken, shattered. Our family has an empty space where one of our members belong. An irreplaceable person was taken away from us abruptly. A member of our family unexpectedly gone. The rest of us left with a broken heart, shattered by the murder of an incredible person, left with an empty space that only she could fill. You can go to the next one, please. At this time, I would like to address my mother's murderer. Whatever your name is, I don't care. You ran over my mom like she was mere roadkill. The only reason you hit the brakes that day was to get her off the hood of your car. You targeted her with your vehicle, and you hit her on purpose. You don't deserve to be here. You do not deserve forgiveness. You somehow still get to talk to your mom, but mine is gone forever because you killed her. It's astonishing to me that any person could have absolutely zero regard for their fellow human being. Since you call yourself a man of God, then you know that the only punishment you are deserving of is death 6 times over. And I can't wait for the day that I hear you're dead in prison. Thank you. I appreciate your time.